All right. Hopefully. Hey, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me now. I'm about to test it before I uh keep talking though, because I have really been having technical difficulties. And of course, that's because I am all right, I hear me, so I am not a pro. Anyway, so y'all see this title. Dating in Dallas. What's the problem? Where the good men at? I said I was gonna come on this page and on this channel and do a video about this. First of all, I did a video the other day about cloud chasing and women's issues and things that women do. But I had to, being somebody who has lived in Dallas now for over 11 years, a little over 11 years. Y'all, if you know anybody, first of all, everybody's packing up and trying to move here because, of course, economically and opportunity, it is a lot. A lot going on. It is a lot going on. There is a lot of opportunities, but the key thing and the key problem that women have, especially Black women have here in Dallas, I know that I've had here in Dallas, is finding, I don't really say finding because you shouldn't be looking, but running into a man that I'd say meet their standards. Meeting their standards now depends on if you got some. And then I want you all to comment if when you watch this video, and I'm going to come back and read the comments later. First, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted to when I upload new videos. If you watch my channel, if you go through the videos I uploaded, you'll see they range from a variety of topics and different things just based on who I am as a person, which if you read about my channel, you'll know that. Well, anyway, I'll just say this. I am an entrepreneur. I have been for a very, very long time. I am raised my daughter. So I have a daughter that's, just headed off to college. So I want to just put that out there so that if you understand that, you know that means I generally probably am a strong woman and I am a focused woman based on that criteria. So I want to know, what was I on? Standards. So I have standards. A lot of my friends and a lot of people I know, they have standards as well. Now, you tell me if you think having standards or having what you expect out of somebody is a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing, because how do you know if you're getting something that you want if you don't really know what you want? Okay, but anyway, so any of us here with standards in Dallas, y'all. Now, when I first moved here, me and my friends, I think I was, well, not early 30s, but I was in my mid 30s. And I came, and I've always kind of been a little younger energy, younger not say acting, but I, like young music, younger, since I would go out, I don't really like to be around a whole bunch of old fuddy-duddies and blues and, all those things. I don't generally like, for me, I don't really like no pawpaws. So that being the case, me and my friends, I met some girls and we were going out and we were hitting all areas of this DFW. And when I say all areas, I mean all areas. Just trying different places. I was new to the city, to the state. So we were trying different places. And y'all, women especially, and guys, if you watch this, hopefully you don't fit in this category, but the men that myself and my friends were running into just ain't what's happening. A lot of them were looking for women to take care of them. Like, the first thing they ask you, generally a woman is asking a guy, like, you know what you do, hate to say when I'm talking about my clout chasing video, women, they be looking for somebody to do things for them and to take it. Well, here it has been our experience in this area that it's like the reverse. Because it's a good economy, there are a lot of professional women, a lot of women here who are working and doing well for themselves. And so they don't necessarily financially need a man to take care of them. And it's like the men know. And they thinking, okay, you don't need me to take care of you, then maybe you want to take care of me. And where I'm from the south side of Chicago, and how I was raised by my mama, I'm sorry, that is just not for me. As I always say, I'm never gonna really put people down for being and doing exactly what it is with their life and their time, but that is not for me. A lot of my friends and stuff that I have, it's not for them as well. So it's weird to me because, that is just not something I encountered in Chicago. I, you know, the men, they may be having 2, 3, 4 girlfriends there, but they find a way to make sure that each and every one of them feel taken care of when it comes to that. They definitely not asking a woman to take care of them. Here, it is like a common thing for a man to basically either be living with his parents or living with friends or roommate, and then a lot of them are looking to move in with the woman. So they asking you where you live so they can determine if you got some money. And it's even like that. Like my daughter's a teenager. And when I talk to her, of course, she likes to date black boys, or she likes to talk to black boys. And so the area that we live in, which is north, sadly, and this is just some tip if you think about moving here, a lot of times in the northern little cities from Dallas, a lot of the black men, if you want to date black men, a lot of them really ain't checking for too many black women. They are looking to date outside of their race. That's a topic for a whole nother video. I'm going to say I don't know why, but that is generally the case. Most of my friends and most of the black women who I know that live in these areas, they'll tell you they can go out throughout the day and walk around and do whatever and pass black men. Now, maybe the men are married or something, but they won't give them a second look. But let somebody else of another race or another culture come, they checking for them. So it's unfortunately the same situation for like a lot of the teens, depending on the area you're in. So even my daughter was saying that, and she would meet, guys that live in some of the other areas, the southern, areas of Dallas, or more of the cities that have more blacks in them. And Paul Child was telling me that the boys was doing the same, like thinking because they live in a certain area of the DFW that they got money and they gonna be retarded enough to be giving the boys their money. And it is, so it's like, dang, when did they start training them little as teenagers? And that's why when I get the man, he crazy and thinks that that's what's gonna happen. I mean, if there's any women or anybody who watches this video that are from the Dallas area, if you have the same experience, definitely chime in because I just want to know. Like I said, I can only speak from my experience, but this has been what it is. And I just don't understand why it is like that and why it's like, now I did have a friend of mine that grew up down here, and she said that a lot of the mothers really, really, really baby the men here in the South or in this area because they want to give them everything that they may think that they need so that they don't have to get out in the streets and do something that may jeopardize their life, their freedom. And so once they've gotten so used to their mother doing that for them, they move on and think that the woman that they meet or that they choose to be with is supposed to do the same thing. Yeah, I don't tell them. I mean, not they meet me, but that's probably why. That's probably why I've been single all this time. It is hard here dating in Dallas. That's all I'm gonna say. So we dealt with the standards thing. So if your standard, my standard is, I'm old school. I believe that the man should be able to be the provider for the household. So what that means, of course, when I first meet him, he ain't providing for my doggone household because he don't even know me. So what does that mean? That means, though, when I meet you, you definitely, no matter where we at, if we're somewhere, restaurant, a bar, or wherever, you show ain't gonna be able to provide a household. If you walking up to me asking me, am I gonna buy you a drink? Yes, y'all. I have literally had somebody walk up to me and say, so hey, what you doing? You know, and that's another thing. If you go out, women, ladies, and you in this area, you better go out with at least, if you drink or something like that, you better take at least $20, $30 with you. Because if you think you gonna run into some people who gonna be paying for drinks, you'll be sitting there parched and thirsty to mug, because it is few and far between in which you're gonna run into, you know, guys, my experience, that are gonna be willing to, when they want to have conversation with you, offer and buy you a drink if that's something that you want. Do they have to? No. But just where I'm from, usually when they walk up and if they start having a conversation with you and they talking a little, you know, too long, and they do see that you're drinking and they know that you drink, they offer to buy you a drink. That's just what I'm accustomed to. Here in Dallas, don't happen often. Has it happened? If I go off about 100% of the time, it has happened probably about 20. 20 or 30% of the time. It's sad. And my friends stuff say the same. So just understand, take you some money, have you some money, which your mama always say, have you some few dollars just in case. You need that if you're going out, because you're gonna probably fund your own entertainment if you drink. And then literally the man has walked up and said to me, so what are you buying? What did he say? So what are you buying your boyfriend to drink? I literally scratched myself. I said, I must can't have no boyfriend. Because if I had a boyfriend, he would sure no, don't walk up to me and ask me what I'm finna buy him to drink. So he kind of looked at me crazy, of course, moved on to the next one. Now, what I have found too, what I do know, because some of my friends, they'll tell me, and I have people where guys that, you know, they telling me they being taken care of. You know, actually what's real strange is I have a lot of people that I know that have moved, relocated here with their mate from like different places, usually the Midwest or something. And they lose their mate fast. Women lose their men because them men run into these women here who are accustomed to the way that this thing here is, and they be offering to take care of them. And next thing you know, they telling their girlfriend, sometimes even their wife, sayonara, and they going on with this woman who, you know, and that's her choice. She wants to take care of her man. And I get it, because, not gonna say I get it, because I don't get it. But from their standpoint, if they don't need somebody to financially help them, and if they don't have a standard to where they think that the man should financially provide for them, even provide certain things for them, even if they can afford to do it themselves, then they're going to be okay with that. So I get their point of view. Their standard just may be different. So that's why my question is, should you have a standard? But they leave because these women really do take care of them. And then what's even more crazy, because they be taking care of them, and the ratio right now here, especially blacks, is like 8 to 9 women to every one man. So this here's the crazy part about it. So they taking care of these men. And then a lot of these men, a lot of complaints that I hear, because I be acting like when I'm out, like I'm doing doggone survey or research or something. Maybe I knew I was going to make this video, but I asked. And a lot of women be like, oh, well, he doesn't call, I don't talk to him, but, you know, every few days. And it be their boyfriend. How is that your boyfriend and he ain't calling you and talking to you with every 2 to 3 days or 4 days? Like, what he doing in the days in between? Well, you know what he's doing, because what is it, 9 women, 8 to 9 women for? He with one of them other 8 that he got, because they do that. They be having a ton, and the women be knowing a lot of times, but they want to have, I guess, somebody that every now and then they can go somewhere with to meet for them to pay for it. Yeah, real, yeah. Weird. Weird. So that has been my experience going out. Now I don't really go out now like that every now and then, special occasions or whatever. But of course I'll go to eat and go to the mall and grocery store and different places like that. But for the people that I know, as well as myself, it has just still been a hard thing. So of course, then what do they say? Girl, try online dating. You know, and of course, when you're doing online, most people are looking for people in this Dallas area. You just figure, hey, I'm not going out like that. Maybe he's too busy to go out like that too. Let me try to go online. I do have some success stories or people with success stories with online. I just don't think it's for me. Um, I I be doing a lot, and then I am old school. I still think I'm still feeling like, even though look, as I shoot this YouTube, but see, I ain't trying to get a date on YouTube, but I still have a thing with meeting people. I think it's weird. I think it's a little scary. You know, it kind of reminds me of chat lines and stuff back in the past when we didn't have online dating. So I try for a minute and then I kind of back out. Well, I don't really give it the energy that I know other people can. But then like I said, y'all, you see, this is causing me. This is causing me stress. Trying to explain and talk about this with you guys because it's weird. It's real weird here. I can't even explain. I ain't never. And if you know any women or anybody who live in this area, I guarantee you they're gonna back me up. It's the strangest. I've never seen a dating situation like this anywhere in the world. I've only lived in Chicago, but I visit a bunch of different places, and I've never seen a situation like this. Because even when these women are, you know, that I know have met men online, they still taking care of them. So, I mean, and to the extent where like because it's like you found somebody, you search for somebody to go, you want to search for another child. I mean, it's kids in the adoption centers, foster homes that I'm sure would love to be taken, you know, that need to be taken care of and really have a reason. Why are you looking for another dependent? But yeah, or they get them, they just want to have somebody, I guess, taking care of them as well. You ask them what it is that you ask the woman what it is she normally likes or what she's looking for. You look at that man, he don't look nothing like it. And then I asked, like, well, what's, you know, and of course, in their mind, you have to, a lot of women are always saying, well, you have to, you know, change up. And if what you've been wanting and what you haven't been finding, you know, you have to just try to get to know somebody. And then all that stuff, that's what people say. For me, in my opinion, that's what people say when they made they mind up to settle. No, if you know what you want, if you know what your standards are, now looks and stuff can adjust. But if you know what you are looking for and what you need in somebody as far as personality wise and character wise, and you may have little looks. I mean, some people just, I know me, I'm not going to date no booger bear. He can't be no booger bear to me. I don't care what he look like to everybody else. Whoever I date has to somehow be attractive to me. Okay. Now maybe they make them. Some of them make them after so long because they happy to have somebody. They may make them attractive to them, and you know, hey, good. I'm just saying. I know for me, they probably ain't gonna get past a couple conversations if I am not attracted to them. So you know, they still it's weird. So you still taking care of a man. Ladies, if that's your thing, that's your cup of tea. Hey, do that. It is ain't mine. And it's not a lot of women that I talk to, which is why there are so many. I've met and talked to so many women who are in the Dallas area and who are single. And if they are not single and they are not happily married or happily in a relationship, there are a lot that are in relationships just to have a relationship. just to say I have somebody laying in the bed next to me every night, or every 4 days, as I said, just to say they have somebody to go on a trip with, or whatever the case may be. Now, of course, everybody's looking for different things to fulfill them. So I'm just doing this video to help some sisters out. If y'all thinking about coming down here to move to Dallas, and you single, you better pack that man, you better find your man where you at and pack him up in that suitcase and bring him with you, and then hold him tight. Because you don't want to get one of them, be running to one of them women who, you know, like, hey, I'll give you the sun, the moon, the rain, the stuff. I'm just kidding. They gonna give him everything. And next thing you know, you're like, where my man at? Where my man? He ain't been home for days because, want to take care of a man, then came and snatched him up. Or then wooed him up out like the Pied Piper with her money, and then wooed him right on over there to her house. So I'm hoping, you know, this helps somebody out. Y'all, if you're not in Dallas area, play for the women in the Dallas area, because it is very scarce and hard out here. If you're a woman with confidence, with standards, and with some faith in yourself, it's very hard to meet. You generally to find or meet somebody who you feel that you could be equally yoked with. And that is the thing I know for a lot of women, especially once you're over the age of 35, you know, that's what you're looking for. You generally want to be with someone, first of all, that likes you and you like them, which means you guys enjoy each other's company. Hopefully you're attracted to one another. If you are like me, you have roles, and you want the man to be able to fulfill his role, your role that you deem, as vice versa. And of course, if you got some roles and you think he's supposed to fulfill them, then if he got roles, then you should be willing to fulfill them. And if y'all ain't willing to match each other and meet each other's roles, then guess what that means? That ain't the person that you're supposed to be with. I mean, that's easy. Quit trying to, I always tell people, quit trying to make something work that ain't meant to work just because you don't want to be single, because you don't want to be by yourself. That's like, so get to know you. Get to know what it feels like to love you. So that way you'll know when somebody comes along and they truly love you too. Now, like I said, if your standards, if you don't have any, and if it is just your goal to want to be with somebody, you don't care what, you ain't came up with what you want. You just, you want a physical being with you. Hey, to each his own. I'm just telling you, ladies especially, that's probably it's not gonna last. And then if it does last, you probably not gonna be happy throughout it, because just having a person there when you're not connected and mentally and emotionally as well, that's gonna be feeling like you just dead on the inside, and you might as well not even have a person there. So my whole thing behind this video is to kind of not warn, but give women a heads up if you're thinking about coming to this area. And then secondly, for those of you, my sisters, who who are in this area and you are experiencing the things that I'm talking about, I just say, hold on. A change should be hopefully coming. Just pray. Continue to have faith that the person that is for you is getting shaped and molded just for you. Pray that you are ready when they come. And even if that means, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm really considering once my daughter gets into her junior or senior year of college, relocating, because the important thing for me while my daughter was the education and was what Dallas area provided for my daughter and for me economically. But because now that my daughter, we've taken advantage of the great school systems, and now that my daughter is basically grown and, my business can be done anywhere, I am really considering, just going to a place, another city or something that, for one, that I can enjoy even if I am, you know, still happen to be single during that time, that I can enjoy the place in itself. I don't even really find, you know, too much of this is going on here fun. You know, it's a lot to do, but you know, after so long, I'm just being honest, after so long of doing stuff either by yourself, with your girlfriends or whatever, that get played out. And so it's like you don't even want to continue to do, you know, somewhere else where the type of guy, you know, isn't being baby by their mom or raised to think that a woman is supposed to take care of them or whatever. And I ain't going back to Chicago because it's too cold. I don't be no snow. But if it wasn't, I probably would. But that type of, you know, that is to me taught and raised up the way that I think a man should be raised up. So I possibly will be relocating or figuring out how to be bi-coastal because socially here, ladies, it's hard out here for me. No, just playing. It's hard. So definitely, when you watch this video, if you agree, if you disagree, feel free to comment. If you got suggestions, feel free to give them. You know me on this channel. I'm just all about being honest, that being positive and truthful in what I say on this channel and in response to anybody who makes a comment. If you make a comment or if you say anything and it's just, you know, off kilter and it's not coming from a constructive point, I'm just going to delete it. Because it's a way to say everything. And if you say it in a way in which it can be taken where a person can learn from it, but they may not agree with it, then I'm all good with that. Okay, so thanks for watching again. Be sure to subscribe. Make sure you read all of the what's in my description, because if you read my description of my channel and who I am, I have a whole lot going on that I can help, you know, people with, different things that I can help people with, especially around money, around thought, you know, having provoking thought change, positive thought change, so you can have positive effects in your life. And, you know, in this, what I'm talking about now, relationships and how you view yourself and how you respect yourself and how you determine what you deserve in order to be happy. All of that comes into play with your thoughts. Now, you just have to move somewhere, just like Dallas. You just pray, hold on and pray. And if it means once you establish and evaluate everything and things, if it means you got to pack up and go, you got to pack up and go. As long as it's not messy, you just don't want to change where you live or relocate just for social reasons when it can negatively affect you by relocating or moving. Now, if it's going to positively affect you and you move for social reasons, hey, to each his own. Do what you got to do. Okay, so again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, you think it's funny. Thumbs down, you can give me a thumbs down. Any interaction I'm okay with, but I prefer these. You see these? All right, thanks again for watching, everybody. And remember, you attract what you put out. And of course, I know that. So I am trying to put out positive vibes, and I am believing that I have not attracted that which I am putting out because I have not encountered it yet here, or maybe it just may not be here. Wherever it's at, I'm going to keep on living, keep on enjoying myself. I suggest you do the same because God knows where you're at all the time. So when it's the person that's for you, He's going to send them right where you're at. All right, have a good one, y'all.